Now, your forecast first with the KX Storm Team.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mason.
Hey, Tom! How's the weather?
Yeah, that is the Sarah Pittner and Mason Merck wedding. Now, that was actually Friday at St. Leo's Church in Minot, and I was honored to be invited to the wedding. And then that video that you saw there, the Hey Tom, was from the Pittner farm, had a beautiful reception and just some great people. So just wanted to get to that Hey Tom on the air because that was just really special. The temperatures right now have cooled off a tiny little bit in a couple of spots, but many areas are still in the 90s. Eastern Montana, western North Dakota is still in the 90s, 87 degrees. In the Magic City right now, you can see Garrison, Rugby, Harvey, even the southwest, 91 degrees in Bowman. The dew points aren't all that bad, at least around Minot and up to the north central, but you get to the northwest and the Bakken, we're close to 60 degrees, over 60 degrees in a few spots in the south. So that would be plenty fuel should thunderstorms develop. And we have the wind out of the southeast right now, 10, 15 miles an hour as an average. So it is ushering in a little more moisture into the air. And the Storm Prediction Center, seeing all the heat that was expected today and those higher dew points, have a marginal risk for severe weather. And simply by its definition, a marginal risk means there could easily be some severe weather, but just not a lot of it. Now, the storms, if they happen to develop, could be pretty beefy. We could be looking to hail tonight with those kind of dew points near golf ball size hail in the strongest storms. Maybe not every storm, if there are any, but golf ball size hail, the wind could be around 60 miles an hour. And sometimes when we look at this atmosphere, we think, boy, there's really not much of a chance at all of tornadoes. And I'm not forecasting tornadoes tonight. But tonight, I wouldn't rule it out because there's enough wind shear going on, the right kind of wind shear, that it would be possible, should we get a severe storm, that we'd have to start worrying about development of a tornado. So this is the cumulus field right here trying to develop, and not much has happened. The computer models had it kind of taken off by now. It's really struggling with what's in the atmosphere right now. A little bit down south of Dickinson. It looks like some in McKenzie County, maybe a little bit in Montreal County. But those are really tiny little cells. There's not even any yellow or red in that, so it's trying, but it looks like the strongest cell at this point would be just to the southwest of Dickinson. Even that's not very strong. And when I look at the KX cam in Williston, well, I just don't see any big clouds. There's some cumulus clouds here, but they're not very tall, that's for sure. So it is really struggling right now, but if it takes off, we could have some storms by around 7 o'clock. This forecast model thinks we will. So in the next 45 minutes or so, if it's going to happen, it looks like it could happen, and these storms will continue to track very slowly to the east and kind of split. So there really won't be many of them, but it is certainly possible to have some storms tonight. The next 72 hours for Dickinson will show some cooler weather even beginning tomorrow, and a 40% chance of storms on Thursday. And I think Thursday we're probably going to be dealing with some thunderstorms and maybe even some severe weather Thursday night, possibly into Friday morning. Temperatures tonight will be in the 50s, and then daytime highs tomorrow are likely going to be back into the 70s. It's going to be a little bit breezy in places tomorrow. Wednesday will be much like this, at least for temperatures, but whatever wind we have tomorrow, it'll be less than that on Wednesday. So Wednesday looks to be very nice. Here's a look at the next 7 days, and we have 70s and 80s for the next 77 days. It'll be breezy at times, kind of windy on Thursday, and again, Thursday night's the best chance of big storms.